Welcome to Seize the Mains by Raj Malhotra's IAS Academy. I am Surbhi Sardana and this is season 3 of our daily answer writing initiative. As you know that we have moved this initiative to our website. Now you can directly go to rajiasacademy.com, click on the mains answer writing section. There you'll see a list of questions that have been discussed till date or which are supposed to be discussed in this initiative. The entire topic discussion takes place at 2:30 p.m. in our current affairs lecture. It is taken by our subject experts, and here at 9 p.m. we take the discussion for answer writing. अपने आंसर कैसे लिखना है, कैसे word limit में पूरा करना है, how to make it more presentable, that's what we do here. Learn from us and write your answers here in the comment section. Post them as pictures, or you can also type, you can also review other people's answers. So that's how the discussion goes, that's how we all grow. So the question for day 10 is, what do you understand by gig economy? Discuss the various issues associated with it. Answer in 250 words. See, discussion for this topic was taken on Tuesday by Rajat sir in Economic Current Affairs lecture at 2:30 p.m. The link to that discussion is there in the description below. Also, इस question का direct link it has been attached in the description below. आप उस link पे click कीजिए, it will directly take you to our website where you can post your answers. So first of all, you need to understand what is this question asking. This is a very simple question, and gig economy has been in news for the past 3-4 years. Niti Aayog has brought reports time to time. एक 2020 में report आई थी. Now again Niti Aayog has brought up another report. So the first part is, what do you understand by gig economy? Discuss the various issues associated with it. So first of all, this question has to be discussed in light of India. India के context में इसको discuss करना है. Because this is a GS3 question, so we are concerned about Indian economy only. First of all, let's start by defining gig economy. Don't read the whole answer, ये पूरा हमारा website पे available है, the link is there in the description. Just focus on the things in green. First of all, it refers to a labor market characterized by the prevalence of short-term contracts or फ्रीलांस वर्क्स एज अपोज टू परमानेंट जॉब्स. सो परमानेंट जॉब्स के अलावा जो भी काम होता है फ्रीलांस बेसिस पे और शॉर्ट टर्म कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स के लिए, दैट कंप्राइजेज द गिग इकोनॉमी. सो द रिजल्ट ऑफ दिस इकोनॉमी इज कि चीपर, more efficient services such as Zomato, Uber, Airbnb, you can add your own examples also. These comprise of that part. So they can consist of a range of people, for example, people driving an Uber or delivering food और राइटिंग अ कोड, सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स जो कि फ्रीलांस बेसिस पे काम करते हैं, और देर आर मेनी कंटेंट राइटर्स ऑल्सो, कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स ऑल्सो वर्क फॉर एज फ्रीलांसर्स एंड राइट आर्टिकल्स ऑन अ पर आर्टिकल और पर वर्ड बेसिस. सो द गिग इकोनॉमी कैन बेनिफिट वर्कर्स, बिजनेसेस एंड कंज्यूमर्स by making work more adaptable to the needs of the moment and the demand for flexible lifestyle. For example, कोई अगर महीने के सिर्फ 10 दिन काम करना चाहता है, सो इवन इफ दैट पर्सन इज पुटिंग 12 hours a day and that is the capacity of that person, so she can comfortably work for those 10 days and take a break on the rest 20 days. But this is not where the story ends. Flexibility तो है कि आप कैसे काम करेंगे, आप कितना काम करेंगे, but obviously side effects हैं. What are these side effects? We'll discuss in a while. So the body paragraph 1, it will consist of talking about gig economy in India. So the Code on Social Security 2020, it has also given a definition of gig economy. आप चाहें तो यही definition अपनी introduction में भी use कर सकते हैं. This has been given as an additional point to you. It defines gig workers as those engaged in livelihoods outside traditional employer-employee relationship. So gig workers, basically they can be classified into two categories. Introduction के बाद you have to give a classification of gig economy or gig workers. So first of all, platform and non-platform based workers. If somebody is working for Zomato, that Zomato works as a platform, an official application है या एक platform है जहाँ पर एक legal way में काम हो रहा है. Non-platform based workers are basically कैजुअल वेज वर्कर्स एंड ओन अकाउंट वर्कर्स. वो किसी ऐप के साथ रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है, जस्ट बिकॉज दे आर जस्ट इन कॉन्टैक्ट विद सम एम्प्लॉय एंड दैट्स हाउ दे वर्क. बिना किसी प्लेटफॉर्म के काम कर रहे हैं ऑन अ फ्रीलांस बेसिस. सो दिस इज द क्लासिफिकेशन. द अदर क्लासिफिकेशन इज बेस्ड अपॉन द स्किल, लो स्किल्ड, मीडियम स्किल्ड, हाई स्किल्ड. अकॉर्डिंग टू द नीति आयोग रिपोर्ट, at present about 47% of gig work is in medium skilled jobs, about 22% in high skilled and the rest is in low skilled jobs. So आप देखेंगे medium skilled और high skilled में ज़्यादा jobs हैं as compared to the low skilled jobs. So a lot of all kinds of skill categories can be and have been employed in the gig economy. Now, what are the impacts? What are the negative impacts or what are the issues associated with it? See, they offer a greater freedom of choice तो देते हैं to every individual worker, but there are many challenges. फर्स्ट चैलेंज इज लैक ऑफ जॉब सिक्योरिटी. आप इस महीने किसी के लिए 10 दिन काम कर रहे हैं, अगर वो काम अगले महीने अवेलेबल ही नहीं है, सो देर इज़ लैक ऑफ जॉब सिक्योरिटी. इरेगुलर वेजेस बिकॉज इट हैपन्स ऑनलाइन. जो नॉन प्लेटफॉर्म वर्कर्स हैं, वो आर वर्किंग फॉर द गिग इकॉनमी, दे आर जस्ट कनेक्टेड विद देयर एम्प्लॉयर्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अ फोन कॉल और मैसेजेस और थ्रू पर्सनल कॉन्टैक्ट्स, दैट्स ऑल. अगर उनको बाद में सैलरी ही ना आए उनके प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीशन के लिए, देन हाउ डज इट फंक्शन? So, uncertain employment status, lack of job security and irregular wages, that is very rampant. There are no social security benefits. For example, people working for some new kind of apps, food delivery apps. Many apps give insurance benefits now. काफ़ी ज़्यादा schemes भी government ला रही है. But what if an accident takes place of a food delivery boy? Will he be able to function for the next 1 year? Or even if some insurance benefits are available, will that money be enough to feed his family? He was earlier earning like thousands of rupees before, and it was, the money was enough to sustain his family, but will that be possible now? So there is no social security benefits like ESI, PF or insurance. Again, EPFO, they recently held a meeting to, ensure or to give benefits to gig workers in India. It was held on July 7 itself, and it is still in pipeline, and let's see what does EPFO come up with. Again, there is rising stress due to uncertainty associated. There is uncertainty plus there is this rating system that goes on for platform gig workers. Rating system chalta hai, and on that their job security depends, their salaries depend. Then there is a contractual relationship between the platform owner and the gig worker, denying the latter access to many workplace entitlements. There is no office, there is no resting place, there are no benefits as we discussed above. Also, a lot of cheap labor is available from time to time. For example, if somebody has been working for the gig economy for the past 2 years, she expects a raise in salary. Usko hoga, for example, if somebody is working as a content writer, for example, 50 paisa per word. 50 paise per word. That is where he or she begins. If he works in the same field, probably he can charge 1 rupee per word after 2-3 years of working, or depending upon his or her skill. So, if those articles can be outsourced to somebody who is still working at 50 paise per word as compared to this person who is working at double the rate, then who has the higher chances of being employed? If the employer is not very much concerned with the quality, this person gets employed more who's working at a lesser wage. So ये competitiveness जो है इसको ख़त्म कर रहा है, because it is giving benefits to somebody who's working at a lower wage, and this becomes the goal of the economy, goal of many employers to employ people at lesser and lesser rates. Again, the next one is benefits are entirely based on one's access to technology. If somebody does not have access to the latest mobile phones, internet services, or doesn't stay in an area, for example, there is rural-urban bias also. If you do not stay in an urban area where gig economy is active, where a lot of deliveries, food deliveries take place, where a lot of cabs are required, then these jobs cannot be the last resort. Also, as we discussed here in the case of this 50 paisa per word and 1 rupee per word worker, it can make hard for people who actually want to work in regular jobs. जो लोग regular jobs में काम करना चाहते हैं, वो benefits avail करना चाहते हैं, and they see their career growing with time. These people do not have any way out because services can now be outsourced. Now, these were the 7 negative impacts of the gig economy. In the conclusion, you can write that the number of gig workers is increasing in India. One reason is that we have a lot of unemployment. Secondly, the rate of female employment in India is very low. It is less than 20%. So, a lot of women want to work from home or, resort to freelance activities to support the financial needs, their personal financial needs and of their families. So, this is said and done that the percentage of gig workers in our country will rise with time, and Niti Aayog has come out with this data also. जो recent report है, they've come out with the data that it is expected to rise to 2.35 crore by 2029 or 30. So the government should be very proactive in securing rights of gig workers. This is high time that we secure their rights, provide them good working conditions, provide them good social security benefits. So the interest of the gig workers must be protected to provide them just conditions as well as social security benefits. Again, this example was taken recently that a food delivery app decided to launch a pilot project. What is a pilot project? जो कि एक छोटे से एरिया में शुरू कर दिया जाता है उसको चेक करने के लिए क्या वो बाकी जगह सक्सेसफुल हो पाएगा कि नहीं. तो एक छोटे एरिया में पहले स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो दैट इज़ अ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट. That food delivery app started a pilot project in Gurugram and they said that we'll deliver food in 10 minutes. Now in 10 minutes, first of all you have to think that the food must be already prepared, you're not getting good quality food, and forget even about the quality. If in a city like Gurugram, a food delivery boy has to reach to the residence of a person in just 10 minutes, how fast will he be driving and how risky it is for his life and for his well-being to accomplish this target. So competitiveness के लिए तो अच्छा measure है that this food delivery app can compete with other recent apps. But what about the rights of people? We live in a democracy where in constitution all rights have been enshrined. We have the right to live a healthy and dignified life. So where is that constitutional right protected, or where is this basic dignity protected? And just to earn money, the situations are becoming so tough for gig workers that they have to risk their lives. This is not the scenario that we want for our country. So the government has to be very proactive in bringing out social security measures and restricting such apps from such practices. So this was your conclusion. The link for this question is there in the description. Go to our website, try to write your own answer. With practice, you'll grow. Keep writing, keep sharing answers, and stay tuned with us.